Wait, Lana, I'm sorry. Why 10 days?
5 days is too short and we go to press in 11.
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to MsMojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 behind-the-scenes facts about how to lose a guy in 10 days.
He is so down to earth, very playful. We had a great time together.
You call it Princess Sophia, it can, sort of take a man out of the mood.
It didn't take me very long to get on one and start driving it. I was doing pretty good. I was really enjoying it.
For this list, we're looking at little-known facts about this 2003 rom-com starring Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. All right, let's get into it. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10, the inspiration.
What not to do.
Yeah.
How to lose a guy in 10 days. Yes. Go.
There's no question that How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is a super entertaining rom-com with a unique premise. So where did that perspective come from? Well, turns out we have a book to thank. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, The Universal Don'ts of Dating, was penned by Jeannie Long and Michelle Alexander, and served as the movie's inspiration. The illustrated work is essentially a humorous how not to guide to relationships.
All right, you're acting completely insane.
So if you want to dig deeper into where the makers of this 2003 flick got their ideas, look no further. And if you think the authors' names sound familiar, you're right. They shared their names with Andy's friends in the film. There were no coincidences here.
Jeannie Ashcroft, Fashion and Trends. Michelle Rubin, Fitness and Health.
Number 9, Fast Friends.
She's very easy to be attracted to, and she's very comfortable with her sexuality. And when I say that, it's like there's not an onus or a preciousness put on any scene where your physical space that you're sharing.
Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey's characters in the film have an undeniable chemistry and are a fun pair to watch. It turns out that the same was true behind the scenes as well. In fact, the two lead actors repeatedly described how well they got along.
We had a great time together. I had so much fun working with him. It was really fun and easy, and he's a hard worker. I really enjoyed him so much.
They developed an off-screen friendship as they brought their characters to life, and had only the most positive things to say about each other. You can't always choose who you work with, but luckily it worked out great in this case. They even joined forces years later to co-star in Fool's Gold.
This is a big mistake. This woman and I still love each other.
Here's hoping we're treated to another McConaughey-Hudson collaboration soon. Number 8, Kathryn Hahn's audition.
Good morning, sunshine.
Kathryn Hahn perfectly brought the character of Michelle to life in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. But landing the part did not come without its challenges.
So, tell me, how long have you guys been seeing each other?
7 days.
7 days. Interesting.
In fact, after multiple successful auditions, the actress ended up having to read with the director, and it was almost a complete disaster. First, she recalled feeling extremely nervous when she met Kate Hudson, who was also at the audition. And as if that wasn't nerve-wracking enough on its own, her cell interrupted her reading of the part.
Oh, you are never going to pull this off.
Luckily, though, everything worked out. Amazing actress that she is, Hahn used the setback to her advantage and actually incorporated the phone call into her audition. This may have been her first experience on a major project, but it certainly was not her last.
Ooh, call him in the middle of the night and tell him everything you had to eat that day. What's wrong with that? I'm kidding.
Number 7, the yellow dress.
An angel of God. I am Fred.
Andy Anderson.
Nobody will ever forget the stunning yellow floor-length dress that Andy wore in the movie. To this day, the Carolina Herrera piece is still used as style inspiration everywhere. Of course, there was a whole process to get to the finished number we all know and love. According to the film's costume designer Karen Patch, they had mossy green and midnight blue options available for the scene as well. But when they saw Hudson don the yellow version for the first time, everybody knew that was the one.
You're beautiful.
Considering its enduring legacy, there's no doubt they made the right call. Funnily enough, Kate Hudson recently revealed that she's not sure where the influential piece is now. We just hope it's somewhere safe.
You probably think this song is about you, Ben Berry, you're so big. Probably think this song is about you.
Number 6. Dripping in diamonds.
And what was it like when they put that gorgeous necklace on your neck?
Well, it was yummy. It was gorgeous and also terrifying because it was huge and it was like something crazy, like $50 million or something insane.
Oftentimes, we use accessories to finish off our outfits. However, the reverse was true in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. There's no doubt that Andy's beautiful yellow dress was lovely on its own, but the number was actually designed to complete the dazzling Isadora diamond that Andy wears.
Isadora?
Oh no, I'm Andy.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Andy. But this is Isadora.
A Harry Winston piece, it was worth millions of dollars and served as the outfit's pièce de résistance.
86 karat diamond. Just looking at this thing going, how does this exist as one whole diamond,
Speaking to Nylon, Karen Patch recalled how she, quote, wanted to design a dress that lived up to the jewels and not overpower them. By pairing it with such an effortlessly elegant dress, the costume team ensured that the necklace would shine. And it definitely did, both literally and figuratively.
Enjoy the party, Andy.
Merci beaucoup.
Number 5. The age gap.
I'm talking about deep, meaningful, head over heels, his and her towels, let's grow old together, LOVE.
You might not be able to tell just by looking at them, but there is a pretty significant age gap between the movie's two lead actors.
Look, I love women. I do. Whether they're 4, 40, or my 88-year-old grandmother, I respect women.
Matthew McConaughey is about 10 years Kate Hudson's senior, and he almost wasn't cast as a result. In effect, the film's producer, Linda Obst, described how there was some doubt over whether or not he would be a suitable choice for Ben given the age difference. And if you're wondering about how Kate Hudson felt about the whole thing, she had no problem with it. She referenced her then marriage to Chris Robinson, who was also much older than her, as evidence that it wasn't a big deal. In the end, it wasn't an issue, and the movie had its leads. Number 4. Matthew McConaughey's Ride.
You get to wear the goofy-looking helmet.
Ben's motorcycle is a pretty important part of the movie. After all, it gave us the adorable scene where he teaches Andy how to ride it. Not to mention, it helped him catch up to her in a pivotal moment at the very end of the film.
Andy! Ben! Pull over, we need to talk! Are you trying to get yourself killed?
While some may have been content to fake it, that wasn't good enough for the actor behind the role.
That was actually why I got a motorcycle, because of this script. I wanted to get comfortable on a motorcycle because I've seen too many people ride motorcycles or someone ride a horse in films where I'm like, you don't really ride a horse, you don't really ride a motorcycle.
As such, Matthew McConaughey wanted to make sure that he, like his character, knew what he was doing. So he actually went and got himself a motorcycle and made sure he knew how to ride it well.
So I wanted to get comfortable on a motorcycle, so when I'm in a shot riding up and I stop and it's a continuation of the shot and I take my helmet off and you see it's me, it looked like I've ridden a motorcycle. I knew how to handle a motorcycle.
Thus, Ben doing so was authentic. Talk about commitment.
My turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Number 3. Gwyneth Paltrow was almost cast.
Andy, it's brilliant. It's really moving. But it's never going to appear in Composure magazine.
While Kate Hudson did a phenomenal job bringing Andy Anderson to life in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, she wasn't who the production team originally had in mind for the role. At first, Gwyneth Paltrow was the one in talks to bring the Composure writer to life. However, that was while Mike Newell was attached to direct the project. When the scheduling ultimately didn't work out for him, Paltrow went in a different direction as well. Instead, she starred in another film titled View from the Top.
You're breaking up with me? In a birthday card?
Luckily, the producers then saw Kate Hudson's fantastic performance in Almost Famous, and the rest is history.
I used Photoshop at work today to composite our faces together to see what our kids would look like.
Number 2. Doing her research.
So, I was thinking that I could start by dating a guy and then drive him away, but only using the classic mistakes most women, like Michelle, make all the time.
You might not think there's much work that goes into researching how to bring a magazine columnist to life, but that wasn't the case on the set of this movie. So how does one equip themselves for such a role?
A diamond is a long-term commitment.
Take notes. You better record every talk right now. I have to go. Call me Lady Slut.
Well, if you're Kate Hudson, you get the chance to shadow the legends of the business. Notably, the actress behind Andy learned from Vogue's one and only Anna Wintour. It was just for a day, but we can only imagine the kind of knowledge the editor-in-chief imparted in that time. One thing's for sure, Hudson doing her homework definitely paid off as she fell into the role flawlessly.
Congratulations. This shows me you're ready to be unleashed.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. A fan of improvisation.
You let it die! You gonna let us die? You should think about that.
A film's script plays an integral part in making it great. But sometimes, what the actors add between the lines written on the page can really elevate a movie. That was the case with How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Okay.
Interestingly, the project's director, Donald Petrie, was a big fan of improvisation. In an interview with the BBC, he explained how he'd push for the actors to try different things and surprise each other in scenes. The goal was to infuse their characters' dynamic with the spontaneity that comes with being in the moment. According to Petrie, Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey did a great job in that regard. And thank goodness, because the authenticity they harnessed led to an extremely compelling finished product.
So, is this one of your favorite rom-coms? I think it's one of mine. Anyway, let me know your favorite moments from the movie, or if you learned anything new from this video in the comments below. Or come tell me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton, or on my YouTube channel. See ya!
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.
Dead zone, you're all alone, but you just won't.